liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission to build, resupply.
The space is infinitely large and infinitely fascinating. It is filled with mysteries that we can barely understand. The space is completely unpredictable and out of control. Suddenly, if tomorrow a black hole decides to destroy Earth, then we have no choice but to accept it. In the meantime, let's talk about the top 10 shocking facts about the space. Hold your tickets and let's get into it. Number 10. The space shoot. Let's make an imagination. One day, you find that you have won a lottery of 12 million US dollars. Wow, invite us to the party. Now you can spend this money as per your wish. You can get 3 private jets, or a Rolls Royce swept tail, 2 top variant Lamborghinis, 8 Harley Davidsons, or a single NASA space shoot. That's true. A NASA space shoot costs a whopping 12 million US dollars. So the astronauts in space are carrying 12 million US dollars along with them. Number 9. The 5% theory. The planets are bigger, the stars are even bigger, and there are more than 100 trillion stars out there in the universe. There are more stars in the universe than the total number of grains of sand in Earth. Yet, it is surprising that all these planets and stars constitute only 4 to 5% of the total universe. The remaining is made up of invisible energy. Every temple, every church, every mosque, every mountain, every beach, every animal, every plants, every leader, every dictator, and every human to have ever lived is just a tiny part of this 5%. Just think how small we are. Number 8. The Earth and Moon. Moon is far away from the Earth. Like this far? No, it's actually this far. The distance between them is 384,400 km. One interesting fact is that even if you stack all the other planets of the solar system between the Earth and the Moon, there will be some space left between them. To give you a more accurate perspective, if you take the fastest train on Earth, it would take you more than 37 days to reach the Moon. I am sure it should have been a long journey for Neil Armstrong. Number 7. The visible galaxies. Galaxies are large collection of stars which are several million light years away. We are in the Milky Way and the nearest one to us is the Andromeda galaxy. But what is amazing is that you can see 3 to 7 galaxies. Binoculars and telescopes? Well, we don't need them now. We can see galaxies like the Andromeda galaxy, which is 2.5 million light year away just with the naked eyes. Number 6. The treasure hunt. The Middle East is one of the richest places on the planet because of its oil resources. But space has even more. Titan, the moon of Saturn, has a plethora of oil and natural gas resources. It even rains petroleum there. I guess the best way to increase exploration is to tell the US these oil resources. But the story doesn't stop here. There is also a planet which is made up of diamonds. Yes, a planet full of diamonds. So if you find a way to reach there, please reach out to us. We too would like to join you. Number 5. The Great Explorers. Human beings are really curious and crazy. We have explored almost 100% of the moon's surface and 95% of Mars' surface. But what is so funny is that we have explored only 5% of the total oceanic bed. It's funny that we have explored more of things several thousand miles apart, but not the oceans which are some kilometers away in our own planet. Number 4. The cold welding. When we hear welding, the first thing that flashes in our mind is a man with a helmet firing the metals. But can you believe if we tell you welding is possible without any fire? Well, of course it's not possible here, but in outer space. Here, the air and dust molecules prevent the possibility of cold welding. But in space, due to low temperature, any two metals in contact would stick together. So space agencies like NASA and ISRO coat the outer layer of satellites with suitable materials. Number 3. The rains. If you think the rains and storms here are dangerous, then you are wrong. The rains on some planets are really dangerous. Like in Venus, it rains acid and snows metal. On a planet named Corot 7b, there are rock clouds and it rains rocks and even sometimes magma. The temperature there is so high that it evaporates rocks into rock vapor. Now the hurricane might seem soft to you. Number 2. Space travel and changes. It is almost a fantasy for all of us to get to space and explore it. But traveling to space has a lot of effects. Astronauts who travel to space grew about 3% taller. Due to the lack of gravity, the spine enlarges in space and you will become taller. But sadly, it restores to normal when they come back to the Earth. Also, it was found that space travel affected their DNA and there was a significant behavior change before and after space travel. Number 1. The floating planet. In childhood days, have you ever wondered how a gigantic ship floats in water? Hold on, it's hard to believe. Yet, there is a huge planet which floats in water. Yes, we are talking about Saturn, which happens to be the second largest planet in the solar system. Saturn is largely made up of gases and dust particles and is less dense than water. So if you find a huge ocean in the universe, then definitely Saturn will float like a gigantic ship. We humans are divided by religion, caste, race, and fight for things which makes no sense in the first place. But if we just go 63 miles above the sky, we realize that we all are combined and look like nothing but a single stone. This is it for today's video. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned.